Alright, in this video I'm just going to do a quick demonstration on aftermarket reverse and front camera on your BMW i3. First of all, in order to do that, you're going to need to have the Carplay MMI. Now this is on my 2014 BMW i3. It didn't have OEM reverse camera, so I added the Carplay MMI, which gives you the option to install and use the aftermarket cameras. Now I'll give you a little demonstration how it works. So you hit the reverse button. Let me turn it on. Reverse, and it'll go full screen. Now I have the settings for it to be full screen, and then I have the PDC sensors to be displayed small, since I feel like the more important thing is the camera. I don't have front PDC sensors, I just have the rear ones. And then if we hit to drive, it would automatically display the front camera. I'll show you how I have it installed. Let me open it. So the front camera, I just have a basic universal one right here on the grill, the middle of the grill. Nothing crazy. And then this is where I have the ground hooked up, and then this wire right here goes through a grommet. To get the wire through, what I use is a coat hanger, a metal coat hanger, and I tape the end of it to the end of the coat hanger, and then behind this panel you can see the grommet, and I just use it to fish it through to get it to the other side. Then I just ran the wiring behind everything underneath the carpet all the way to this side, underneath the kick panel, to the MMI unit, which is pretty much behind this little panel here. You got to put the glove box up. There's plenty of videos on how to install it, so I didn't want to do like a full tutorial because it's just a lot. But I didn't find any videos on people demonstrating adding an aftermarket and a front camera. That's what this video is about. And so the rear camera, I have the one that goes over the license plate light. It replaces the license plate light. So that's the original license plate light. And then this one, which it gives it a good angle still. I will say that the double-sided tape that came with this one, it didn't last very long. Maybe after like 2 weeks it started like coming up, started falling down. So I got some 3M one, and now it's been on there tight. I don't see no indication that it's gonna fall down. Now the only thing with the front camera is you do have to change some settings. So because right now, once you install it, like the way it is, the front camera won't activate automatically when you switch to drive. Let me see if I can get to the menu. So right now the front camera will only activate when you go to the you have to manually do it. So you have to go to the MMI menu, and then it'll be under camera. So if you want to access the front camera, you do that way. So I figured out how to access it. You have to change the settings. So right now when you go to the reverse camera, you have to let it know that you're going to be using an aftermarket camera. Here, aftermarket. Because it'll tell you whether you have a stock one or not. So aftermarket. And the other menu you have to change, oh, this right here, the view time, which I'll show you why this is the front view time, how many seconds you want the front to last. So I'm going to change it to 5. I'll actually change it to 5 seconds so that I can show you guys. And then the menu to make it automatically work is disable part key, because if it's off and then you use the camera, so we go to the reverse and you go to drive, it won't automatically go to the front camera. You have to click on the menu button to get to the front camera. And you see how I went away after 5 seconds? So let's go back and change it how I had it before. So let's go to the reverse camera and then disable part key. Make sure it's on. So that way when you go to drive, it's automatically going to go to the front camera. and let's change it to 10 seconds. So I feel 10 seconds is a good amount of time to have the front camera on. All right. So now when we reverse it, it goes to the rear camera. And when you go to drive, it goes to the front camera, and it's going to be on for 10 seconds. That's what I have the setting on. And it'll go away. There you go. Overall, the install for the front and rear camera wasn't too hard. I just hit all the lines behind the panels. It was pretty good. I haven't had any issues with it. It works good for having an aftermarket setup. Again, if you want to use it, you have to use the MMI unit. You can't do it with the stock radio. This is a 2014, so I have the MBT. It's not the EVO one that came on the LCI models. I'll put a link on the description of the same model I use, but I'm pretty sure they're all the same. I think they're all pretty much the same. What I've seen online, they all use the same settings. I just know a few people, I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't go to the front. I noticed a few people posting online that they couldn't figure out until I kind of played with the settings, and then that's how I got to know how to do it. So I hope this video helps on anyone trying to install a rear and front camera on their i3. And any questions, comment below. Thanks for watching.